Pepperoni pizza's pepperoni pizza, dog. There's only so much or so little you can add to it. But at the end of the day, pepperoni pizza is the GOAT. And that's what we're talking about with Air Force, triple white, all white, white on white, uptown, downtown, whatever you want to say them, Air Forces.
Mad Max was the turnout of my lifestyle. Smoking green, blowing white clouds to build the blue skies. Conversating with the gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the gods hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the gods hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the gods hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the gods hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Walk through the sands of times like Gara. On the other side of that gad is karma. He wet Prada, the devil like inside your box now. While the angels fly over my headstone.
We are back with another episode of the God's Hour podcast with your boy Big Cerbavelli, back in the motherfucking place to be, La America Superior, Palace 81 Studios. We are live in effect, live and direct. It's your boy Mr. Nine Times and Presley. Today's mathematics is wisdom and all being born to wisdom. So when we are bringing about wisdom into the universe or just consciousness, life itself, we give what we get. So when we bring about our wisdom, we get our wisdom back. That is what we are bringing about into existence. Peace. Today's drip check, we have black and white SB Dunk Pro Bs, the snowflake fucking, Imperial basketball shorts, and then we have the prestigious, special, never before seen, before and after, Imperial, black, white, and silver camo, Somos Leones on the back, Columbia shades. With these SB Dunks, man, these ones and the Sequoia green ones are the only ones I'm gonna be ever purchasing. They have so many fucking dunks out there, and SBs are obviously the better shoe. I mean, I don't know how they haven't had Panda SBs. These are probably the closest things we have to like a reverse Panda SB shoe, but hold on, my back, because we really do need a new fucking couch, because this shit been fucking my back up for years. This shit, I'm like an old man, boy. I'm like an old man like you and shit, but I don't really like to address it because it's gonna make me sad. So what is it? What was I talking about? The fucking shoes, right? So SB Dunks are like mad narrow, and not even in the fucking toe box, really. It's all the narrowness comes right where this guy is. If these are your toes or if these are your fingers, and then it's like right here, like where you step, right where your fucking feet knuckles, or I guess it's before that, but it squeezes them shits on the sides. And shoes are fucking weird like that, bro. Though I have fucking 6 or 7 pairs of Air Max 95s, and I'm sweating a lot. I'm fucking sick and tired of this. By the time it's October, it should not be warm or hot at all. I want to bring out my fucking cold shit already on my fly jackets. But I digress. I like these SB Dunks. They're white with the black bottom and the black checks. The check is suede, and then black on the heel too, and then on the tongue, and then not on the inside though. These crease up pretty nasty though, like Jordan 1s. I've never worn these out. I've just worn them in the house, and they're fucking creased up already. Whoever the fuck said Jordan 4s and whatever else, they crease bad. They really don't. The shoes that crease up stupid, if you just wear them around the house, really, are these. Air Forces are right there too though, but if we'll say what creases nasty, it's definitely Jordan 1s and SB Dunks. Then after that category belongs to like Air Forces. I'm hella tired. I woke up. I had some pretty good sleep too. Like I probably woke up. I fell asleep probably like at 3 or around 3, and I woke up at 11:30. But I have trouble sleeping. Like I'll wake up. I don't even know when. I think I woke up at 10 or 10:30. I don't know if I have my alarm. Oh no, I let myself sleep on the weekends. And then, I just woke up at 11:30, and I'm going to be I only did 12 hour shifts 2 days though, cuz I worked on my day off, and then, what was it? It might have been like Thursday or something. No, Friday then Sunday. Saturday we had the Pata Nike collab where they had a couple of pieces that they were doing. I don't know if they were shirts. They had clothes, right? But then they also have the Air Max DNA8s, which are coming out, I think, on the 1st, which is Wednesday, I believe. And so I really like them. I think they're like a deep sea blue, like a navy or something like that. Blue with the gold, what is it, air bubbles on the soles, and then there's a beige one. I'm gonna go for the blue ones, and there's already, I don't know if I should put in for a EQL on them because I already have them on feature. So I don't know if they are really limited. I will go for raffles on them, but if they're not, it depends. Like if they're a small batch of them, I'll put in a lot for them. But if they're a lot of quantity, I mean, the pot of Air Max 90s were 70,000 pairs, and I didn't hit on them on the raffles. I think I put in for like every raffle or something. No, actually not. The only raffle I put in for everything is the Tokyo 5s, and I didn't hit on those. Bro, I had like 5 EQLs, and then whatever they were doing, like when you fill out a Google Drive form or whatever for them, I did that, and I didn't hit on them. I went on Sneakers Forum, and I didn't hit on them, which is so silly because I think sometimes it does this, but it'll ask for my security card code. Even though it knows all my other shit, it still asks for the security code, which I kind of like, but what I don't like is when it asks me for the sneakers app. It's like, bro, I buy sneakers all the time. Like, you should already know, like, it's me. We need to have like an extra, like, if I'm buying it from my phone, then you should know it's fucking me already. Who's gonna steal a phone and then buy sneakers to have, like, even if someone steals my phone and they buy sneakers, it's like, what are they gonna do? Come to my house and fucking pick them up? No, But there's some nice sneakers queued up. And I thought I was going to have a break this month or for October, but I know the Rare Air 11s are coming out. So I just returned the Vuelo 3s that I got from Sneakers. I returned them. Fucking tired. The Sushi Club Air Forces are coming out. I like these, but to me, man, pepperoni pizza's pepperoni pizza, dog. There's only so much or so little you can add to it, but at the end of the day, pepperoni pizza is the GOAT. And that's what we're talking about with Air Force, triple white, all white, white on white, uptown, downtown, whatever you want to say them, Air Forces. So with these Sushi Club Air Forces, they're white. They say Sushi Club on the whatever this guy is, right above the like, I guess the midsole you would call them. And then it's kind of like a fucking sale suede check. These are $150, and these were on EQL for only like a day. And my whole thing is, why would I pay $150 for $50 for Air Forces? I'm really gonna need coffee, bro. I want to fucking stab somebody at how tired I just got right now. I ran around a little bit, but not too much, man. I've really been chilling and shit, and that just goes to show you how tired I am. I'm gonna be super fucking tired by the end of the next fucking week here, coming up. 12 hours every day, that shit. I'm literally exhausted now. for the week. Yeah, these sushi clubs are a no-go for me. I wanted, I was getting a little bit of FOMO. I'm like, oh no, man, sushi club. I don't even know what that is, but it sounds hard. Nike teams up with Sushi Club to bring you an Air Force One that embodies elegant simplicity using a mix of premium leathers. The all-white shoe creates a refined, minimalist aesthetic, subtle heel branding, and a tasteful take on the custom Dubré at just the right amount of garnish. Here's the thing. Everybody wants to make a fucking shoe that already exists and they want to just put their name on it to add simplicity. It's like, bro, like, Jown kind of got away with that shit, but stop, man. Like, whenever a new shoe comes out, it's always premium leather and premium materials and the garnishes and the fucking leathers and the stitching and embroidery and the branding and all that shit. It's like, man, it's a fucking Air Force One, bro. It's a fucking white on white. That's it. You cannot be fucking serious with all this shit. Even when you add colors to it, it becomes a dunk. Air Forces have to be treated with very subtle simplicity or it becomes a dunk. The fucking Panda Terror Squad Air Forces Fat Joe came out with, all he did was capitalize on the Panda dunk craze that was already dying at the time. He just got in a little late. You could sick tell when the Pandas took off, he was like, do everything we can to get them out ASAP. And they just came out like 2 years later or some shit, 2 or 3 years later. What else is it? Yeah, bro. And then there's the University Red and White ones that he's coming out with. They were supposed to come out, I think, in the beginning of August, and they didn't. Even though those like dunks, you know what I mean? Like they have to be. For me, the Air Forces can't be no more than like one color, all one color. The swoosh can be a different color, and they can add like, when Lil Yachty has his little symbol, or they could put a symbol like where the heel is on the upper midsole or whatever the fuck, right by where the heel is. That's it. You do anything more than that, and it just seems like you're trying to do the most for a shoe that doesn't need it. If it's broke, don't fix it, man. And pepperoni pizza, when you put fucking anchovies on it, that's fucking sick. Who wants anchovies on their fucking pizza? I don't. Once in a while, I'll like a Hawaiian fucking pizza, but that don't even have, pepperoni on it. If we're talking about pepperoni pizzas and you're fucking it up, it has to be like jalapenos, and that's it. You add one other thing, it gotta be pepperoni and let's say basil. You turning that shit to a margarita, where it's just one more thing that accents it. It's enough to where it's like, it's still good and it's still simple and it adds just a little bit more flavor and it adds to it. It doesn't take it away. When you get a fucking Air Force and you put Sushi Club all over it and you hike the price up and you try to make it all fancy pants Air Force style, like, no, that's not what a fucking Air Force needs, bro. An Air Force should be no more than $120, $125 with the fucking tax. It should either be a fucking high, a low, one color, 2 colors maximum, one logo branding. That's it. That's how Air Forces should be. And it shouldn't be $150. This breaks my heart, man, because people are going to buy these. People are going to buy these for sure, and they're probably going to sell out. Then we have the cough drop foam posits. I'll probably, just seeing these now, bro, I'm probably never going to own a foam posit. Then we have the Club Gold and Metallic Silver Air Max DN8s. I really like these. Not as much as the Game Royal and Metallic Silver ones, but they found a way to make it like a metallic silver and more like yellow. This doesn't really scream gold to me. It's more like a deep yellow and a fucking blue and metallic silver DN8. I rock with these though. Then we have the Shy 001 they're coming out with 3 pairs, and I know they're all gonna be limited and they're all gonna be selling out. They're 150. They look like Shinobi shoes. I think this is a Converse collab, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it is. Nike Converse. It's a heavy pass for me. Those DNA8s I want though. Then we have the LeBron on the 3rd, the 23rd. I don't want those. We have these Moon shoe by Jacquemus or Jacquemus, whatever his name is. These just look like some rinky-dink soccer shoes. No, thank you. We have these SB Dunks that I like, but here we go again with these SB Dunk colors that I'm not a fan of. Like, they almost get it right. It's purple with a gum sole bottom, but where they fuck up is the laces in the check. The laces in the check are like they're like a brown meets red or some shit like that. Like a weird red color, like almost like brick, like a old brick. Not at all. Had they just made it white and made it pop out, I feel like it would have been a lot better. You can never go dark on dark. Like, dark on dark don't look good at all. Or if they did the upper right here where the mesh would be, or the leather, and then on the sides and then the heel, if they made that white instead of black, bless you, it would have stood out more, and I think that would have been better. But you know, there's SB for you. We have these Air Max RK61s and Air Afrique, right? Afrique in fucking Spanish. These look horrible. These look like Air Max dress shoes. Actually, I'd have to see them in person. I'm not gonna jump all the way out the window. These look like you could wear them in like some sort of a suit. And what are these even supposed to be for? Let's see. Air Afrique came about in 2021 when a group of young Parisians from African diasporas, inspired by the historic airline, created a cultural platform dedicated to Afro-diasporic art, conversations, knowledge, and aesthetics. In Paris and beyond, the collective's goal is to create new archives of African descent through arts and culture. So that don't mean shit to me. It's cool, I guess, but they just look like some fucking dress shoes. Then we have the Jaw 3s are coming out in white and coconut milk. I'm not a big fan of basketball shoes, like the new age basketball shoes. I could stop the line at Kobe's. I still think it's fly though that they do the Jaw out of the Nike swoosh going down, and then the A with the stripes. I think that's genius. Nike don't really do too much shit like that. Then where things get interesting is this Air Max 95, the Solar Reds. And you know what, man? I'm good on Air Max 95s. With these shits, I'm done. Like, I could probably hit on these, but I don't. You know, these are Blue Sparks. What other else? I have like the Bright Mandarins, the Blue Sparks, the Solar Reds, the Pink Foams, the Neons. It's the same fucking shoe. It's a gradient shoe with the ringlets and the bubbles one color. Like, no thank you. I'm cool. Y'all, the fucking Solar Reds are the best ones. Yeah, and your mom gives the best head too, so fucking relax. I'll pass on these. Then same thing with these. I really, really like these pink, medium soft pink Jordan 5s. They're beautiful, subtle, white with a black sole and just pink accents. The problem is I already have grapes that are like that and fire reds that are like that. And me personally, I feel like I have better pink shoes that could match than these, which are the Gel NYCs. I don't know. I really do like these, and 5s are honestly my favorite. I don't think I'll ever buy another 4. I'm glad I missed out on the undefeated 4s. What other 4s that I wanted that I didn't get? Whatever the fuck else. Black Cat 4s are coming out. I'm not gonna get those. So we'll see. I really like these 5s, but that's what we're looking at, the DNA8s and the 5s. But I'm going for like I'm cool on the 5s. Let's just get the DNAs and we'll go from there. I just got the Bad Bunny, the Addy 01s, and literally my toes scrunched up when I put them on. So I'm literally going to give those to my cousin. I got them on feature, can't return them, so fuck it. They're going to be my cousins. I'm giving him my responses, so that makes 33 sneakers I'm going to be giving him. And we'll go for 2 more. Trust me, I need closet space. So there's sneakers that I have that I'm not going to be wearing that I'm going to want my cousin to have. I'm not going to wear them, so it's just like, there's no point. I'm looking at these or the New Balances, and I'm kind of like weighing more on the New Balances just because it's like they're like golf shoes, and they have like I comfortability wise, I'll take the 997 G's over these in terms of comfortability, but as far as look wise, I'll take these over those. So it's really preference and semantics at this point. Let's get into some shits that I wanted to talk about. If not, I'll talk next time about them. It was the 3-year of Special Forces. Have I been saying it's the 3-year anniversary of Greenlight 3? It's the 2-year anniversary. Oh my God. Fuck, I just realized that. So sorry to everybody. It hasn't been 3 years. Today's literally the anniversary of Greenlight 3. It's the 2-year. The fucking 2-year anniversary, not the 3. How do I know? Because Greenlight 3 came out in 2023, and I made Greenlight 4 right after that in fucking April, which was 2024. Thank you for reminding me, my good furry sir. Let's see. I'm hella tired. I want to fucking... I want to go to sleep, bro. Holy shit. I have to stay up like another fucking good, like 9 hours or some shit like that. I got to maintain my schedules, dog. Let me see where the fuck I fucking... Holy moly. Where did I put my topics at? I know I'm taking forever. Okay, so the 2-year anniversary of Greenlight 3, it's pretty self-explanatory. But Greenlight 3 came out. It took me 9 months to make. It didn't really take 9 months, but I used that time to make Greenlight 3 because I wanted to sculpt it into this fucking, Sistine Chapel ass looking album or whatever. And it's just like, I really didn't need to do that. I don't think I, not that it was overcooked, but I didn't need to do it. I really didn't. It was just like, I feel like I recorded one song or I picked one song a month to fucking make the album. But that was the first time I was learning how to program drums. That was like just the first time for like me as a producer to produce on my own shit. I had already produced a full EP. That was La Merca Superior in 2017. I had already produced songs for myself across different albums that I had. But this was the first full-fledged... sleepy time, or what the fuck? Lullabies. Presley, would you read me a story? Good night. Yeah, man. Holy moly, I'm fucking tired. Fucking up my own shit, buddy. How do you feel about it? So with Greenlight 3, I really feel like I didn't need to do a song a month. It was just, I literally felt like I didn't have time at that time, because going from making music all day, every day, to only making music, chipping off a few hours of the day, it's nothing compared to now. Like, I literally don't have time for shit. And let's not make it about that. Let's make it about Greenlight 3. So I made Greenlight 3 and 4 when I was working at FedEx. And I could literally show you the spot where I wrote the songs. The albums I made there were not the Dog on Riverside Drive to... That was like... Oh, kind of, a little bit. It kind of started there, and then it started there, and it ended with Greenlight 4. And then I made some Lucy's here and there. And I don't know if I was in album mode to make. Oh, I definitely got in different chambers of album mode. But then really once I started working at this Holland now, I started basically the albums that I've made while I'm over here is Bigger 9, Green Light 5. Am I missing some other shit? Oh, and I can't forget, like the 45 Degrees compilation and what's that shit? A Painter's Palisade and A Painter's Paradise. I made so many albums I forget them, like while I was at FedEx. But this new one, I made Bigger 9. Bigger 9. Fucking, and I guess a little bit of 45 Degrees too, but most of it was done when I was at FedEx. I'm like forgetting right now. Green Light 5. And then these new albums I'm gonna be putting out soon. Fuck, man. It's just kicking my ass over here, boy. I'm literally gonna need a drink of Celsius right now. I don't know why, but literally, I had good sleep. I got like 8 hours of sleep. And I need to go to sleep again. I'm tired. So, Green Light 3 is a pivotal album because, like anything, man, like what I say, man, change is always necessary. And there was just a lot of things going on at that time in my music career wise that I had to rethink and recalibrate. Whenever there's a group of people that just don't want to see you improve in the game and they're just selfish and greedy cocksuckers, you don't want to be around any of that shit. It's very detrimental. And like, that's why now, like, I'm very pickier than ever on who and what I work with. Pretty much it's just like me and NC. You know what I mean? Migs is my fucking designer, and that's it. It's me, NC, and Migs. Because everyone else has their own fucking agendas. Everyone has their own shit they got to do, which is fine, right? But those are my guys right there. Those are two artists that whenever I hit them up, they're ready and willing to get some work done for me, and I appreciate that. And I'm 100%, 110% reciprocating that energy as well. So that's Green Light 3. I'm mixing the 3-year anniversary up with Special Forces, and Special Forces came out in 2022, which that was when I was at FedEx too. And I've already covered this, but for those who don't know, Special Forces was an EP I did with the Jamma. And when I met him, his beats weren't that great. He wanted to work with me, but for whatever reason, I wasn't feeling the beats, and I never told him. So maybe he felt like I was fronting on him, because jealousy comes in many forms, if that's what it is. And look, keep in mind, this is not like, I don't want this to come off like as like I'm shitting on him or whatever. I still follow him. We're still cool to some extent. We don't talk. It's just more so like as an artist, right? I just felt like his beats weren't all that great in like 2018. Then around, 2020 or 2021 or some shit like that, he started getting a lot better. So I hit him up, wanted to do some work with him. Finally, I'm like, okay, the 9 God song or freestyle was what kind of brought my attention, that beat brought that attention, it got my attention, that shit. So he was down to do the album. Then he fucking, after 5 tracks, he hits me with, I don't want to do this album anymore. You got to pay for the beats. He fucking sick disrespected me by calling me a knockoff Makami, which is funny from somebody who tries to make their beats sound like knowledge, but to each their own. Everyone has their own opinion, right? Everyone, like, that's fine. If if you want to have your opinions about something, great, but don't be disrespectful. And it was just kind of like, I felt like he halfway finessed me about that shit. And he kind of still watches my stories and keeps tabs on me. I don't know why, but it's just, I feel like him and a lot of other artists, they just lack ambition. They lack the drive. And you could sick tell. You listen to their music, you listen to what they're doing, or you see what they're doing, and it's not adding up. You're like, okay, you've been performing the same fucking song or the same couple of songs. You've been coming out with the same shit. It's not really different. Like, I try to continuously grow and challenge myself to do bigger and better things musically and career-wise or whatever. And I'm moving at a very modest pace. It's not like I'm going further than when I was trying to go 100 miles an hour with this music shit. When I was younger, I just didn't know how to move. And if I did, I fucking would be on the moon by now. But it's all about who's around you, who supports you. And like, the fucking stars gotta align, right? So I guess right now, I don't really have the greatest support in the world, but the stars are aligning. You know what I mean? I'm just doing what I want to do, how I want to do it, and I'm just letting the music speak for itself, man. Just growing as a man, as and as an artist. I just let my life. I just live my life, and I fucking make my music the way I want to do it. I don't give a fuck who likes it, who doesn't like it. I don't care who likes me, who doesn't like me. You know what I mean? My famous quote is, "You could suck my dick." I got that. Pause. I got that from Joey Diaz. You gotta have a not giving a fuck mentality about that shit, man. Because when you have expectations about certain things and you don't get that, then you'll get in a fucked up space where it's like, now you're fucking questioning your own fucking character and shit like that, which you should never do. It's like, if people want to judge you and move accordingly, then move accordingly to that. Like, fuck that shit, bro. It's very obvious, like, y'all don't want me around. It's very obvious y'all don't like me. It's very obvious y'all got something to say when I come around. You know what I mean? Like, it's stupid obvious how some people don't even know how, like, easily I'm, like, catching on to their shit. And you don't even have to say shit to me. I watch it like body language, listen to the tone in people's voice, just their whole attitude whenever I come around and shit like that. And you don't need none of that shit in your life, man. So it's just kind of like, I want to pick the phone up sometimes and call people and be like, hey, man, like, but it ain't my job to be the bigger person and fucking call nobody and no shit like that. You know what I mean? I reach out to whoever reaches out to me, and we run it like that. You know, I like to get some gems dropping for the younger crowd out there, especially the ones that like look up to me, because don't get it twisted, bro. I'm the best Chicano rapper out there, male, female, west, east, it don't matter, like around the world. And I'm like literally top 5 lyricists right now on the West Coast for sure. And I don't give a fuck how anyone takes that. There's no debate, bro. There's nobody coming up with the concepts like me. There's nobody doing what I'm doing. There's nobody like me out right now on the West Side for sure. But just in the world, name fucking one artist. Name one that has a weekly podcast, their own fucking clothes, writes, produces, you know, executive produce all their fucking music. Like, name one, bruh, and it's rapping at the level that I'm rapping. I'll fucking wait, because there's nobody that's doing that, bro. You get what I mean? So this confidence doesn't come from me being arrogant. This confidence comes from a real fucking, I earned this shit. I earned the right to talk shit. A lot of people just talk shit and they can't back it up. Or they just straight lie. Or they want to put on this facade for other people like they're doing something that they're not. You know what I mean? I don't even want to call myself a promoter. I threw like one show with 30. Great. I'm more of like a booker than anything. You know what I mean? Like, I put the bread up and I book people, and you know, I'm not gonna, like, a promoter to me is like somebody who like passes flyers out, runs the show. Like, it's like, that's more of like that type of shit, you know. But for what I do, I just, you know, I've booked artists. I will book artists again. I am trying to get another show cracking, so we'll see what happens with that. It's just, It's funny when people like, you know, they're throwing a show, and I know how much these artists they charge, right? So they'll get like a really fucking like a big name, not even like in the industry, like in the underground, right? Let's say they want $1,000. So they make $1,000, right? And they already front them the money or whatever it is, right? But then they don't pay nobody else, right? And then you hear stories like, oh yeah, this fool owes this fool money, and you know, he's fucking a weirdo and all this shit. And you're like, oh wow, that's funny. Like maybe people, maybe these people don't fuck with me because God made it to where that was the best. Why are you fucking my shit up? You see I was on a roll right now with this shit, and then you fucking some shit up? Like, bro, we didn't only do this shit 45 minutes every week, and then you coming with that shit? Apologize right now. Apology accepted. With these people, man, they pay the headliner $1,000. They don't pay nobody else. Not the DJ, not the sound guy, not anybody else. But then you see, like, it becomes a pattern. Like, okay, like, allegedly they paid the headliner, but these motherfuckers are taking pictures with fucking Goofy and Minnie Mouse, and they're eating fucking Disney burritos and all that shit. And you look at that shit and you're like, wow, like, fuck, I wish I had a Disney burrito, or at least I was compensated for the time that I was putting into this shit. And then you realize, wait a minute. These guys, all they do is put on people that suck the dick, or they put on their homies, which isn't a bad thing, but they all suck dick too. So it's like dick suckers sucking off cocksuckers, pause. And it's like, that don't move the culture nowhere. So where the fuck are people getting this label of that they're gatekeepers and influencers and fucking for the culture when they're not, bro? They're like fucking retarded, you know, because they're actually the culture vultures in this hip hop space. And the funny thing is that shit ain't even hip hop. Like that shit is R&B rapping bullshit, you know? Just because you get one good, not great, you get one good headliner, hip hop, right? Real hip hop. But guess what? Everyone else is bullshit. It's like, who are we really fucking putting on? And what does that say? You can't tell me this is no IE shit when the headliner's repping LA. Am I peeking back the curtain a little bit too much? All I'm doing is I'm seeing shit and I'm just calling shit for what it is, bro. I don't care if nobody understands the references or what I'm talking about right now. What I'm really trying to say is, bro, it's like people do things out of spite and they don't do it out of love. And spite don't last as long as love, bruh. So you're gonna see there's a pattern with people. Like, people have problems with certain individuals, they're not around anymore, and it's like, you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying when I'm talking about reading people. I could just read people like fucking you wouldn't believe. At the snap of my fucking fingers, I understand it clicks for me. It might take a while. I'm like, oh, why does he act like this? Why does he act like this? And then the math starts mathing. I see this shit like fucking, you know, The Hangover, like all that shit. I'm like, oh, this fool's a fucking dickhead, you know? And people don't even know I test them either. Like, this is a test, bro. I want y'all to know that this is a test. You are being tested. Hello, this is Big Sir Bavelli. When you meet me, here you go. Here's your test. You know, A through C or whatever the fuck. You scribble in your little notes. And then when I look at the paper, I go, okay, you were doing good in the beginning and then you fucked up the rest of the way. So for that, you get a D-. You don't pass. I don't want to fuck with you. Get the fuck away from me. You did not pass the test. You didn't pass the test. Sorry. You know, and people could feel all they want about me. Go ahead, bump your fucking gums, talk out the side of your neck, paint me as the villain, try to convince all these other fucking people that I'm the bad guy. But guess what? If I'm the villain in your story, I at least need some publishing, you know? But either way, I'm not gonna care. I'm really not gonna give a fuck about who fucking thinks what about me or whatever. It's like, man, fuck you. Fuck you, for real. Suck my dick. You know? Go ahead. You're going to have to have a whole campaign to smear my name, but guess what? You sucking my dick at the same time. You have my dick in your mouth while you're doing that. So just hope you know it. I just hope you know that. You know? Just kind of turned somewhere else, but I feel like I really had to get that out, man, because that's just something that's been on my mind. Like, just thinking about the journey of, like, Special Forces, Green Light 3. You meet a lot of fucking assholes in the industry, and then it literally, I understand why now people stop making music, and then they just live their 9 to 5. Because if it was up to me, bro, I just live my 9 to 5 and not give a fuck about making music. I've made more money in this month alone, in this one check alone, than everything I've ever done, from the podcast to the music to the clothes. It's a fucking reality, but I love this shit so much that I do it in my free time, even when I'm dead fucking tired, even when I don't want to do it, all of that shit. The message of the day is be consistent and be persistent in the things you love, because they will pay off eventually. With this music shit, I fucking met awesome people, more assholes than not, but I mean, consistency and persistence is key. This is the God's Hour.
Mad Max was the turnout of my lifestyle. Smoking green, blowing white clouds to build the blue skies. Conversating with the gods by my wildflower, to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower, to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower, to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower, to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Walk through the sands of times like Gara. On the other side of that gad is karma. You wet Prada, the devil like inside your box now, while the angels fly over my headstone.